Welcome back, my M3P community friends, to the little place on the internet that you all like to hang out with late at night, right here. Look at that. If you're watching on YouTube, you will know what I'm doing. If you're still watching on Spotify, we might put videos up. Who knows? This is my third place podcast, and we are breaking down another episode of Cobra Kai on Netflix in the middle of the week, no less. We are your amazing hosts. I'm Evo. That's Brandy. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
And for those in the chat, yes, I am aware it's still the weekend, but just to get these episodes out sooner, we're recording on Sunday so I can post those episodes out on Wednesday. The schedule may vary, but we still will be doing our usual Friday nights for the live version of these episodes. We're dishing them out 2 times a week. We'll probably use this time as an alternative to maybe we forgot to mention something on the live episode. Who knows?
Well, and we've got the new season of Cobra Kai coming out here next week. In fact, already.
Yeah, we kind of want to watch those. We kind of want to rush this out right away.
Yeah. But then I'm going to be sad, rushing it through, and then I'm going to be sad.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. How are you, Brandon? Since the last time we spoke, you did so.
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Well, since this is a very short episode because it's in the middle of the week, I guess we're not gonna ask each other how our week was because it
just happened a couple days ago.
It's still
it hasn't began.
It's still going. it's still coming on. But you did say you have an affirmation for us?
I do. I have an affirmation. Affirmation is always good.
Affirmations are great, even in the middle of the week. Let's go.
Absolutely. So the daily affirmation or weekly affirmation is I finish what matters and let go of what does not. Short, simple.
I finish what matters and let go of what
does not matter or what does not.
What does not matter. You know what?
I think that has meaning with lots of different things, to be honest.
Yes. You should totally do every morning, start a video with an affirmation.
You want me to do a daily affirmation video?
No, not really. Weekly, maybe.
I mean, I could.
You could.
Are you putting it on your M3P or are we just talking about personally?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to discuss that.
That's an idea. That's an idea.
That's an idea. We're putting out ideas. We're brainstorming.
I've been sending daily affirmations to one of our friends, Lauren, and she says I'm hitting them right on the nose for her, and they've really been helping her. So that makes me feel good.
Oh God, I'm glad. Love that. She was amazing. Yeah. I really I needed them before too as well. You sent something like they're I'm like, yeah.
I try.
I remember correctly.
I think it's she said, I don't know how you know. And I said, it might be my empath. I'm an empath, so that's probably why. I'm assuming.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It could be. It could be part of it. Like I have that intuition and yeah. So
very intuitive of you.
Yeah. Being an empath can have its blessings and also be not so great sometimes too, though.
Blessing and a curse, huh?
Yeah, that's it. Blessing and a curse at the same time. Yep, you got it.
We should talk more about that. Hey, Chris.
That would definitely be something I would like to talk about.
We should do an episode about that.
You should add that to the list.
Add that to the list of things we should talk about. Empath. And, empath and depression.
I do, Taco. Yes, I do.
I did. We were doing the whole
ghost stories
in Halloween last month, and I put out one. Hey, Menace. Welcome in, Menace. Menace is in the building.
Hi, Menace.
Like, oh, I said one on the live. Like, I also heard that if you don't pay attention to them, like, all that stuff. You kind of remind me of a leprechaun. Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. Why, sir? Because I just want to say, I'm the leprechaun. Oh, give me your gold. I'm the leprechaun. Yeah, I'm searching for me gold. I had to. I didn't do it last month, but I had to. And if you don't know what that's from,
Oh
I
my
can't help
goodness.
you, tacos. I can't help you. But please tell me you know where that's from. Matters. Thank you for the tiny tiny. Hey, I have been given a gift. Like, oh, he was funny. Let me give him a gift. All right, let me do it again. I'm the leprechaun. Hey, take me to your gold. Oh yeah, I'm gonna steal me gold back. Oh, yeah. Leprechaun. Come on, bro. You never heard of Wayne, bro? Wait, how old are you? Like for real, you never seen Wayne's World? It's from Wayne, straight out of Wayne's World. Like Wayne does it to Garth, and Garth's like, "Oh no, stop, Wayne! Oh, leprechaun, little leprechaun, stop it! Oh!" And then Wayne's all like, "Hey, leprechaun, And then Garth, ah! Anyway, okay. That little intermission that we had there. Yeah, you should definitely watch it. It's one of the funniest movies ever from back in the '90s.
Mhm.
Oh shit, I just
Shut up.
aged myself. It's all good. It's all good. If you never heard of it, that's fine. But it's one of the best movies of the '90s. You should check it out. It's where the whole like, so if you've never seen that, you've never seen Wayne's World, you don't know about um the Queen song.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah, you don't know about the headbanging.
That's iconic.
That's iconic. You don't know the if you're gonna spew in this. It is totally everything in there. It's a classic. Exactly, it's a classic. It's an epic masterpiece. But yeah, um, I had to do it. The Leprechaun things. Every time somebody reminds us that Leprechaun, I had to do it. Last year I did it during Halloween month, so I was like, damn, I didn't do anything for this year. All right, and I'm glad you brought it up. So here we are. Thank you for the stuff. All right, cool. You ready? Breakdown.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do this.
If you heard any of the breakdown episodes in the past, or if you're new here, we are massive Karate Kid fans, and we decided we're going to watch this show on Netflix and break it down scene by scene and tell you what we thought about them. You, the audience, everybody watching, everybody listening, you are more than welcome to follow along and watch the show with us, as some of our friends are doing and listening to the podcast as well. There will be spoilers, and at times we do tend to ask questions for you to ponder over. Also, and like we said in every episode, we are always critiquing the show. We love Cobra Kai and we love the Karate Kid universe, but don't let us influence you on the show. We're just fans of the show and know there are millions of other fans and podcasts out there with different opinions. We just love to talk about it. And those podcasts out there with different opinions, we know. So if you want to go back and listen to our old episodes of Cobra Kai from the first episode, go back and check out episode 154 and then continue on from there. Might want to skip out Halloween, October. But if you're interested, go right ahead. Alright, season 4, episode 2, First Learn Stand. The episode title is taken from a line by Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid when he explains the first learning process of the crane kick. First, learn stand, Daniel-san. What? Balance. And that's what this whole episode is about. Balance. Hypnosis, Johnny picks up defensive strategies while Danny learns how to get on the offensive. Amanda confronts Tory. New kid Kenny is bullied at school. Before we start, what'd you think of this? Kenny already.
I forgot how little he was.
Mhm.
To be honest, I was like, wait, what?
Such a big
And then I was like, oh my God, Anthony, what's wrong with you? That yeah.
for how little he was too.
Yeah, right? I feel like he's really he changes from season to season like big time. Like it's not a little change, it's a big change.
And he got that growth spurt, that LaRusso growth spurt. He's all
Lots of growth
like
spurt.
he's a small baby with chubby butt, and
Hmm.
then he grew up like, damn, dude. And show is still in 2019. He's all over here living in 2025 now. Um, Written by the team of Joe Piarulli and Luan Thomas, directed by the team of John Hurwitz and Hayden Schlossberg. I had John and Hayden. The student Kenny Payne plays Dungeon Lord Legacies on his computer. His alarm vibrates, telling him that he's going to be late for school. He quickly gets ready for school, then runs downstairs. He then finds a plate of a lot of squares of M&M Rice Krispie treats and a lovely note from his mom wishing him a good day. While waiting for the bus, he dances happily to his music and doesn't notice the school bus pulling up behind him until it honks. The students are laughing from behind him. As he goes into the bus, a group of students mock him. Anthony LaRusso describes it as the trying not to shit in my pants dance. His friends commend him for the insult, and Kenny sits on the bus. Sad. He's embarrassed. Um,
Poor
don't tell
Kenny.
me
I
y'all
feel
didn't
so
have
bad for
fucking
him.
like who is
I,
TikTok?
I feel
Who
bad for Kenny. What are you talking about?
I do too, but who is TikTok directly like real directed for? Who is TikTok aimed at? Kids, right? Like
Yeah.
before we all got it,
Yeah. Before we took over, yeah.
before we took up,
Mhm.
the parents took over. But who was TikTok directed mainly at people? The kids. What are they called?
Mhm.
Musicality, something like that.
Musically, yeah.
And didn't they do like little videos out there
Mhm.
dancing around before 2020? So
Yeah.
why they couldn't they do like put it in here like where is this town at in California where you can't dance around all crazy? It's not like you don't have YouTube. Like
I personally loved Kenny's vibes, and I don't know why they were laughing at him.
either.
I thought it was a good dance for
It
one.
was. It was
Like
a
he
good
was
dance.
out there having fun. Like
I I don't know. Joe and Lou and Todd. I think they wrote it because let's make fun of him for dancing. People don't do that anymore, bud. People
no,
don't make fun of other people for dancing. If they want to, like, they'll probably join in. But in 2019, no less, because the show's still out in 2019, they're still like doing all kinds of other stupid stuff as well. Jackass, the YouTube pranks, all that other stuff. But to say that, hey, there's a bus coming and all the
mm,
students decide to laugh. Not like, hey,
that
let's
was
have a
just
few
not
students here laugh, and
right.
then some of these other students like, good job, man. I want to
It was
join in.
way over dramatic. I
Yeah,
felt it was just way
it
over
was.
dramatic, and I think that they had to come up with something to start the yeah. I don't want to say the word on here, but yeah, the whatever
Bully.
with them. Well, yeah, we don't want to
Uh,
say that here though, because
yeah, we don't say that.
it's not a word.
Cobra Kai logo appears on the screen. After that, I was like, oh shit, this is how we're gonna start this episode. Next scene, Daniel brings handheld sanders to the deck, only to find Johnny sanding down the deck with a machine. He wanted to knock it out early. It's like I can just hear Daniel asking him the night before, like, "Hey, we're gonna sand the deck tomorrow. All right, get ready. Be ready. Be ready. Okay. All right." Daniel leaves. Johnny's all like, "Let me go to the hardware store and get a sander." Like, bring it in.
Well, you know what, Johnny? I feel like Johnny works smarter, not harder.
And yeah, he does. He's all like, "Well, yeah, let me go look for a sander."
He really
And
does.
he did. He brought the sander with him, and it's like, and Daniel's all like, "No, dude, like
Ruining it,
you're
right?
ruining. I wanted to sand the deck." And he's all like, "Why are you gonna make kids do chores?" Like what? That's the whole point of it. Like, paint the fence, hammer the nail, and
Hammer the nail.
wax the cars.
Wax on, wax off. Let's not forget that.
Yeah. Um, Daniel wanted to use the deck as a teachable moment. Now his whole week is tanked. Like the whole
No,
week.
just
Uh,
horrible.
they take jabs on one another's teaching method. Daniel doesn't want to fight as their students want them to work through their differences. They want each other to respect their styles of karate, which is hard for Daniel since he was taught karate was for defense only and states that he's finding it hard to respect Cobra Kai. Johnny rebuttals that it's Eagle Fang, not Cobra Kai. Daniel doesn't see the difference as it's still teaching aggression. Johnny knows that some kids need aggression. Daniel decides they should teach each other their style of karate. Johnny offers a spit shake, but Daniel
I love
keep
how I love how he's like, no, thank you.
keep in mind the same spit shake that he probably did to the landlord in Cobra Kai, the whole thing, Armand. Like what? Yeah, we spit shake, and he probably did the whole like ew.
Did you do? Have you ever done that? I gotta know. Is that because I know it's not a girl thing; it's a guy thing
It is a boy.
or a boy thing.
It's like back in the day. It's oh, so here's the thing. It was either spit to shake and all that stuff. There was also like if you and another person were about to get into a fight, another person would just like instigate the whole thing and be like put the hand between each other. It's like spit on my hand, and like as soon as you spit, he move it. Like oh shit, here we go. Like throw mud at each other because like here eat
What
some
is
mud.
it? So, what is the purpose of a spit shake?
Um, it's like I don't know. Johnny's all like
Well, you said you used to
back.
do it when you were a
Yeah,
kid.
because
Like,
I saw
why?
it. I saw it in TV shows and movies back in the day. So I thought it was like, hey, is this a thing? Like, let's check on it. I was like, all right, let me. Like, why would you spit on your hand? I was like, I don't know. I
That's what
figured
I'm saying. Yeah.
we're blood now. Let's go. Like, spit on it too. Like, all right, so both of our spits are right there. Like, oh god,
Yeah, that's definitely not something you would do now.
not in this era.
Right. I
Both our
not
spits combined. Who do
yeah.
we have? Captain COVID. He's our hero.
Wow.
Wow. Next scene, Tory is at work waiting tables for low tips. She ready to take a woman's order. However, the customer reveals herself as Amanda LaRusso. How do you not know the fucking girl you're bullying mom? You know fucking
She does now.
the dad. Needing Tori to stay away from Sam, Tori nervously realized that Amanda came to her job. And you came to my job? Bitch, you came to my home. Like, what the hell? Exactly. Like, I can't call your mom. You're like, I can't. My mom's sick. Like, doesn't matter.
Corey
If
got
I,
off way, way lucky, I feel. Like, Amanda is so right in this situation.
yeah, she was. It's like, where else were you supposed to check this girl out? Like, hey, stop fucking messing with my daughter. I can't find you at home. I can't find you at school. I'm not stepping foot in Cobra Kai. Your job, hey, if you get in trouble, not my bad, but still, stay away from my daughter. She said she tried calling her parents, but didn't get a call back. But wonder if she should have kicked her in her front door as a her style. She should have. She should have kicked her in the front door. It would have been great. Amanda angrily tells her that has little daily reminders of a mess story made in her house, and not just because poor Bert is all bruised up, but it's the house. The house can be replaced. Yeah, sure, why not? Bert can always be like, go to the hospital, I guess.
Well, Bert was just fine, so.
Yeah, Bert was just fine. The only reason Tori isn't in jail is because Sam didn't want the ordeal dragged out.
See,
Oh,
right there. You'd think
yeah,
that Tori,
I know, I
you know what
know.
I'm gonna say? Like, you'd think Tori would be like, oh, well, okay, she's not so bad after all. Like Sam is saying, you know, Sam basically could have pressed charges and got her in big trouble, and she is telling her mom not to.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Tori can't take the high road as usual.
Not only that, but um, she didn't call the cops or anything. She doesn't want to be like a big deal, unlike Tory, who made it a big deal at school, and now like even other people are calling her a fucking names. Sam. Like I heard she's trying to get it with that other guy. So Tory could have stopped that. No, it's not true. They were drunk, and there's another problem too. She threatens to have Tory put in jail if she touches even a hair on Sam's head before the tournament. Tory thinks Amanda should go, ignoring the customer who wants a soup. Amanda's just there to deliver a message, but needs to know Tory got the message. If she did it as pointed out by Tory, then it would be a mistake. And like Amanda threatening her, not a good look.
Did you say not a good look that Amanda was threatening her?
Yeah, she should have just went to Kreese about it. Like, hey, I'm gonna beat this kid up.
Well, she
But
does. She also does that too when she gets what's the word? When she gets yeah, when she runs into him.
probably, like not a good look because there's also other people around. And if something happened to Tory, Amanda is there as first suspect.
I feel like you're digging her theories now
I,
here.
I am.
Haven't had those for a while. I
uh,
feel you haven't had them.
I know, right? Not ever since what? Anthony,
Season two? What?
even season two. Anthony being uh Louis,
Not Daniel. Yeah, Louis
not
is.
Daniel's son.
Yeah.
The manager intervenes as the customer asks about his soup again. She tells the customer to shut up, and the manager fires her on the spot. Tori angrily throws her apron, angrily thanks Amanda, and then loudly proclaims how the restaurant got a B in the health inspection, and the cook dipped his balls in the soup. Offended, the customer asks the manager to cancel the soup. I'd leave. First of all, I'd leave. Fuck the soup. Forget the soup. I leave. Why would you stay? Yeah, can you cancel the soup? Get up and leave. Everybody get up and leave. And B is not even that bad. B is just like, you found a roach. Can you like fix this? Yeah, sure, okay, cool. If it's like a mouse problem, then yeah, that's enough. I'd get the hell out of there. At West Valley Middle School, the students are playing basketball for gym class. Anthony watches Leah. They're not gonna be long. Maybe I'll mention them in the next episode who they're playing by, but it's like I couldn't. Like, there is, we didn't have enough time. All the new characters, like for 3 episodes, they're on here for 3 episodes only. So Leah and some of Anthony's friends are here for 3 episodes. I'll mention their real names on the next episode and who they're played by and where they're from. Anthony watches Leah swooning over her from a distance. The coach puts Kenny with LaRusso and Thompson. Anthony offers to cover the ballerina. Really? He's dancing and you're calling him a ballerina. However, his plan backfires as Kenny is revealed to be skilled in basketball, which annoys Anthony. Kenny goes to check the ball before Anthony scores, only to hit him in the face with the ball.
Did you think that was on purpose, even though he said it was an act? Like, at first, I almost thought it was on purpose.
Kenny's a klutz. Maybe Kenny's a klutz. Who knows? Like, I doubt it. If he played basketball before, like, this is him just trying. Thompson urges Anthony to use karate on Kenny, but Anthony reminds him how the move could cause brain damage. No, we can't. Not from a kid. Not from a kid. An adult, yeah. From a kid. Thompson scoffs, calling him Lapuso, then walks off. Kenny attempts to apologize, but Anthony doesn't believe the check was an accident. Leah, another classmate, tells Anthony to give the new kid a break. She tells Kenny to ignore them, compliments his shirt, then leaves. Anthony watches the entire exchange. Like, damn, Anthony's with a lot of pressure there.
But yeah, Anthony, I just feels like not Daniel's kid. Like, he's such Yeah, he's just, I don't get it. I don't get how he can how he treats other people like that. Like, he's complete opposite of his sister. Like,
Right.
complete opposite, I feel. I don't know.
Because he hasn't had that training yet from his dad.
Well, he doesn't want, he was not wanting it. He was stubborn. His
Exactly.
dad tried.
And like even his sister was hanging out with what are their names? Moon and the other one. They were freaking mean girls too. But now they're like, okay, we changed. But this feels like elementary school, like middle school, right?
Yeah. Well, it is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. Yeah,
It is. It is middle school. Yes,
it
yes.
actually feels like elementary school
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
because
it is elementary, middle school. Yeah.
that big growth spurt in the next few seasons, and then they show up in high school,
Yeah.
like the whole it's TV show school,
Well, not. Yeah, yeah.
like where one season you're in elementary school in fifth
And the
grade,
next season you're in
the
high
next season
school.
you're suddenly in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Saved by the Bell, Boy Meets World.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So this feels the same way. They shouldn't have done that, but they did. Anthony, I feel like he's on a lot of pressure from being LaRusso's kid,
Oh
and
yeah.
then having all these kids coming up to him like, "Hey, your
You
dad
know
knows karate, so
karate.
we assume you know karate. So we're gonna be friends with you, so we can bully other people, and then you can help us, do all this stuff."
You think that he's getting used by his friends, basically.
Yeah, basically
That they're
that.
not real friends.
No. Uh, Next scene, Johnny paints the dojo's walls at Daniel's behest. He points out that this isn't the right way to paint walls, though Daniel doesn't want him to miss the lesson. Daniel drinks beer while Johnny paints with his critiques. He takes a beer, calling defense boring and scoffs at the fruity beer.
Why would Daniel do that? Why would he sit down with a beer? Why, like, I feel like he was like, what is it?
Antagonizing.
Antagonizing. Yeah. Like, why would you do that? I mean, okay, sit down, but you're really gonna grab a beer knowing that, Johnny would like to do that, I'm sure, not sit there and paint your house. Yeah.
Exactly.
I thought he was being a brat. That Daniel was just like, what the hell are you doing?
And Blue Moon is fruity?
Blue,
Or
and then, well, yeah, and then you got Blue Moon. Wait, what?
is it because they can't say another word for fruity, or is it because there's actual fruit in the Blue Moon?
Blue Moon is fruity, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had it.
Oh,
It is,
all
yeah.
right. Okay.
Usually you put an orange in it.
Hmm. I thought that Johnny was just being an asshole again. Okay.
Oh, no, no, it's fruity. He was not.
Angry, Daniel karate chopped the bottle in half. Impressed, Johnny wants to learn how to do that. Like he'd never seen anybody do that. Come on. Well, Miyagi-Do may seem boring. It saved Johnny from Kreese a few weeks ago, which wasn't the first time. Johnny then remembers Mr. Miyagi's confrontation with Kreese and how he embarrassed him. The Karate Kid 2 at the beginning. Daniel tells Johnny that nobody was more badass than Mr. Miyagi. Johnny quietly returns to the painting. There's that word again, badass. Here we go. And this is the reason why we have badass moments on the episode. Because they like use the word badass. Badass. Next thing, Robbie teaches Miyagi that the Cobra Kai is acknowledging how difficult it is to learn. The precise block stops a specific attack. Robbie demonstrates with Tory, who blocks his punches. Kreese adds that their whole style is reactive, so they have to counter move and they can use Cobra Kai to set traps. Robbie demonstrates by having Tory paint the fence, then use her lower guard to sweep her to the mat. He apologizes as part of the lesson, but she angrily flips him over, mounts, and prepares to deal with the finishing blow when Kreese stops her. Upset, he calls her into his office and tells Robbie to continue the lesson. So if we're going by past moves like this. Tory can sweep Miguel, mount him, and knock him out. Tory can also sweep Robbie,
Robbie.
mount him. Sam can sweep Miguel, mount him, knock him out. Can Sam do the same to Robbie? Has she done that?
I don't think she has.
I don't recall. So the girls on Cobra Kai are badasses than the guys. So Tory and Sam are more badass than Robbie and Miguel. Is what it seems here.
I mean, I have no objection with that.
Oh my god, I love Cobra Kai! Yay!
Girls,
Catherine loves Cobra Kai.
girls are definitely badass. Sometimes they're more badass than guys. I'm not going to disagree with that.
There you go. Okay, time out. Let's tell her what's going on. We are discussing season 4, episode 2.
Season 4, episode 2 we're on.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the second half of the final season. I know!
I'm so excited. Next week.
Yeah, we're waiting for the third half. Third half? The
Second
third part.
Second part.
I'm waiting for the third.
Well, we haven't even seen the second part.
I know, but it's soon we're
Look at this. Slow it down. I don't want it to be over.
Alright, Kreese and Tori discuss what's going on with her, and she eventually lowers her guard enough to admit she lost her job and is having trouble finding another while on probation. He asks if she feels sorry for herself. Kreese explains that when something bad happens, you have two choices: let her tear you down or build you up. He looks at a photo.
Wait.
Yeah,
I gotta stop you right there because I cannot stand Kreese, right? I cannot stand him, but I go off every time about Kreese, but I absolutely love, I wrote that down. I love that statement he made. That is probably the only thing in this whole show that I'll ever say that I like about him is that one statement. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I agree with him. I don't know why. I can't stand him, but I do agree with that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm done.
He asks if she feels sorry for herself. Kreese explains that when something bad happens, you have two choices: let it tear you down or build you up. He looks at a photo of him, Silver, and the man from Vietnam. He wisely reveals that a step backwards can open up the path. After he asks what really happened. Who's the other man? The one that they...
Say that one more time.
Who's the other guy in the picture with Silver?
Isn't that the one that passed?
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah. I think so.
I know Twig is Silver.
I'm pretty sure there was three.
And
the
then
three.
the redhead is the other guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy in the army. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Kreese, I don't know why he's always such an asshole towards the men. Okay, I do know why. Never mind. From past season, he's always has a soft spot for the women because his mom, unalived,
And his girlfriend. And his girlfriend he saved. Well, he saved from when she was. Well, I meant like when he first, helped her, saved her.
Yeah. And I think in the next season you'll see pretty soon that he has another soft spot, for smaller girls. Like, he's such a kind-hearted guy towards the women, but when
oh my God, I would not call him kind-hearted.
Stop
it! Why are you no?
Has such a good heart towards the women, but when it comes to the guys, he is like such an asshole towards them.
No. He's just an asshole all around. Do not say he's kind-hearted. Kreese is not kind-hearted in any way.
He uses his Palpatine style of the Sith ways to mess with the men. Johnny when he was younger, um, Hawk, even now, even Robbie now. And he's not talking to Robbie like this, like, hey, don't let it tear you down and all this shit. He's like trying to get Robbie to fight his dad too. As to Tory, he's all like, I got you. I got you. It's okay. Come on. Like, if you need help, I got you. Don't worry. He's probably going to give her a job there.
Yeah.
With the whole probation, he's probably going to be like, let me see this thing, and I'll tell him that you're working here and blah, blah, blah. As to Robbie, hey, you have a place to stay here if you want. Like, can we go back to freaking Kreese's childhood? Because he's like trying to help these kids too, but he just everybody thinks he's such an asshole about things, but he's still thinking about
Well, he's got a really warped
wars.
way of trying to help.
Yeah, the war and ours.
I still feel he's very selfish and it's all about him, so
Yeah, pretty much.
he's trying to build his army.
Yeah, pretty next scene, Kenny comes home and answers a call from his father, who was in the military. He asked if Kenny made any friends, as it could be hard switching into the middle of a school year. They were trying to say that middle of a school year, middle school. But if Kenny does things right, then he'll see the result. He then asks how mom is doing. Kenny admits she's working a lot. His father understands that she's had a tough time since what happened to his brother. He presses that Kenny's the man of the house now. He shouldn't have to be, but he is. He asks him to rise to that. Kenny promises he will, and they exchange goodbyes, love you, and hang up. And then I'm like, oh shit, his brother died? What?
I was thinking that too. I'm like, wait a minute. No, yeah, I know. I was like, what happened?
No.
No. Yeah, I couldn't, I forgot. I was forgetting things, yeah.
So when Kenny is talking to his father has a major insignia on his uniform, thus making him Major Pain. Major Pain. Such a major pain in the ass. Later on, like Kenny logs into his game to find a new request from Princess Leia. He remembers the same girl from gym class. Star Wars reference. He remembers the same girl from gym class, inviting him to play with her. He happily accepts and begins the game. Yay! We all hated that moment, right? Not just me. Daniel gives Johnny a history lesson, inspirational proverbs, and saying as he learns, wax on, wax off. What was this, like an 80s montage? Yeah, it was. Johnny stands on the balance board in the pond as he performs a kata. He does well until he slips and falls into the pond. Johnny angrily splashes water, calling the board unleveled. Daniel retorts that there might be a little imbalance inside Johnny. However, Johnny doesn't understand how any of this will work in a real fight. Exasperated. Thank you for that word, fandom. Exasperated, Daniel reiterates that Miyagi-Do isn't about fighting. It's like once every season they use that big word in there. And
Of course they
this
do.
was it. And this was it. This was basically it. Exasperated, Daniel reiterates that Miyagi-Do isn't about fighting. Mr. Miyagi said the best defense in all of karate is not be there. Johnny asked if he means don't be there, jabbing that Miyagi taught Daniel centuries of ancient family karate, but Daniel didn't help him with his English. I love that. Well, with training now over and Johnny getting a taste of Miyagi-Do, Daniel will learn Eagle Fang tomorrow. Oh God. I love the montage there. It was a pretty good stuff. Like they've been doing that like the past few seasons, these past few episodes. Kenny and Leah play Dungeon Lord as they get to know one another and is happy to be making a new friend. He looks over her Instagram, finding it cool. He's oblivious to the fact that the person on the other end isn't Leah, but Anthony LaRusso and his friends. How long were these motherfuckers playing? Like,
I know, right?
the entire night, they're just going at it, making fun of it. I'm just like, Long Con, really? You're
Poor Kenny. I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, this was rough.
Yes,
I
it
hated
was.
that. And the fact that Anthony is behind it all.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Well, and the fact that Anthony knew the game because they're all like, "Well, how do you know so much information?" Because he he's
Oh,
a
sure.
nerd too. You know what I mean? He is a whatever, a gamer. No, not that nerd.
No,
Gamers are not nerds. You know what I mean?
he's a
But
gamer.
he's
How
like,
come these kids don't know about gaming? Like, come on,
like because it's a computer game. It's probably different than. Isn't it like Dungeons and Dragons or something?
it feels like Dungeons and Dragons. It feels
Yeah.
like the writers decided what's what's Fortnite. I don't understand what that is. That's what
Yeah.
kids are playing these games, guys. Fortnite, not Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeon Lord. Or you could have made something like 2019. What was it? Minecraft
Yeah, Minecraft was very popular, yes.
for children. Yeah, like you could have said made something like that. Lego bricks, but Dungeon Lord, like okay. Um, Anthony assures Kenny his cosplaying secret is safe with him, and his favorite character is Dr. Scribblebottoms.
That name makes me laugh.
Anthony laughs over it being the lamest character, then launches into details about the character. Thompson wonders how Anthony knows all of that, forcing Anthony to cover that he overheard nerds talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. You knew. Thompson proposes having Kenny meet them at Balboa Park while cosplaying as Dr. Scribblebottoms. Kenny and Oliver, the chance to hang out with Leah, agrees to meet up that night. I love that the park is called Balboa. Rocky. I didn't. Come on. Rocky 3 reference last episode, Balboa here.
Do you battle with things like anxiety, depression, and other mental illnesses? Hey, me too. Come on over, we can be besties. My name is Mikey on Mute. Join me on my new podcast where I talk about mental health, breaking toxic masculinity, and opening up the conversation. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube under Mikey on Mute Podcast, where I'll tell you my story, as well as the stories of others, get perspective, and see where we can grow. Are you one of the cool kids that's on TikTok? Hey, me too. Search out Mikey on Mute to see show clips there as well. I really look forward to hearing your story and opening up the rest of this conversation. Talk to you soon.
Hey, it's Evo. We're gonna get back to the episode you're listening to, but first, let me tell you about Dark Fate Creations. Dark Fate Creations are candles that are vibrant, colorful, marble tops, amazing, mouth-watering fragrances, fueled by lovely braided cotton wicks. Paper threads woven into every cotton wick for a clean, romantic, slow, and consistent burn. Each candle is unique from the next as they are hand-mixed and hand-poured right in Grass Valley, California. They use only coconut and soy waxes for a safer, cleaner, and longer burn time. That's almost 72 hours. That's like binging on all 130 episodes of the podcast. All fragrance blends have been heavily researched. Dark Fate Creations not only care about the look, fragrance, and quality of their candles and their other products, but also the effects they have in their customers' homes. So go to darkfatecreations.com. The link will be in the show notes.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Dawn.
And if you've ever watched a TV show and thought to yourself, oh my god, that season finale plot twist was absolutely bonkers,
Or seen a movie and thought, wow, I need to talk to somebody about this train wreck immediately.
then we think you'll fit right in with our podcast, I Hate It, Let's Watch It. We watch TV shows like Riverdale and Emily in Paris.
And movies like Deep Water, Killer Sofa, Rubber, and Deadly Illusions. And we give them the total rinsing they deserve.
It's basically group therapy for movie masochists. So come check us out wherever you stream podcasts.
And this is the only time you'll ever see Balboa Park?
You think they're doing something? Is this a thing? They're telling us something? Hidden messages? I don't know.
We love the 80s so much. Amanda's shopping in a high-end store when Kreese appears, picking up a piece of her cheese she dropped. It was a wheel. He
It was
thinks
Gouda.
it was a Gouda cheese.
I don't know if it was Gouda.
What? No, she asked for Gouda,
She asked
but
for
she
Gouda.
picked up
so-
another wheel of cheese. Kreese appears, picking up the piece of cheese that she dropped. He thinks that he's there for the crisp? Honeycrisp.
Honeycrisp.
She points out his restraining order, but he retorts that it works the other way around. She's the one in violation. And here we go, guys. That is incorrect. Anybody else listening who wants to know? As a restraining order is not person dependent, Kreese is the one who filed it, not Amanda. Additionally, if the petitioner breaches the order, the defendant can use the contact as justification to have the order modified or dismissed. You are in control now.
That's good to know.
You've reached. I can make it with you now. And then she can file it on him now.
But did you see the fear in her eyes when she saw him?
Yeah.
I was like, she looked
That
really scared.
that little
Like he's
reveal.
gonna do something in a grocery store, but still.
Right. That little reveal towards his boots, and then the western theme, like, and then showing his face, like, really? You guys needed that? Ain't that scary? Come on. And she did the whole thing with look, where she looked up, like, oh, it's you. Like, she steps closer to him, talking about the deal between the dojos, but no matter what happens after the tournament, she'll ensure he loses. He asks if that's why she sabotaged Tory, something Amanda wasn't trying to do. He respects her defending her daughter, as all mothers should do. He then reveals that Tori's mother is sick, so she has to pay the bill to provide food all by herself. He thinks she should leave Tori alone or face the consequences. After all, not every child is as lucky as hers. He bites into the apple and leaves the door. What consequences? Like, what? He even told her, don't mess with her. Dude, was that like a thing for him to just like, leave her alone or else? And then she's not going to listen to him, so she's going to buy her some groceries.
I think that she was just trying to, I don't know. I think that she was trying to, I think she felt bad. Obviously she felt bad.
She did feel bad. But at the same time, if someone tells you, leave it alone, she's fine. But to her, like, if Kreese is telling me, leave it alone, I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to leave it alone. I'm going to do something about it. Because who the fuck is Kreese to tell me what to do? Right?
Well, of course she's not going to listen to Kreese.
Nobody's going to listen to Kreese. Just kidding. Daniel goes to Johnny's apartment expecting to wake him up with his arrival. He's surprised to see Johnny not only awake but ready for training. There's another 80s montage there. I love it. 2 montages there.
I love the 80s montages. They're awesome.
Daniel's taken to the Evil Fang Dojo, Weber Industrial, albeit blindfolded, as Johnny asks him ready to no longer wait for problems to show up at his doorstep. Because he waits. He waits for problems. He doesn't strike first. He lets everything come to him. Because an ego doesn't follow, they attack, lead, and grow into what they were meant to be, men.
Oh, yeah, edit it.
He has Daniel shovel. Yeah, that's fine. He has Daniel shovel hot coals out of a forge, climb a chain as if it were a rope, and do knuckle push-ups on a wooden crate, all while hurling motivational insults at him. He rigs a baseball launcher across the room, patting Daniel's hands as the man tries to block the hurling balls. Johnny corrects this as in defensive training. He has Daniel walk across the hot coals to shovel out. As Daniel tries the baseballs, Johnny urges him to attack. Daniel attaches one of the balls and hurls it back at the machine, knocking it over. He finishes the push-up sprints across the coals and soars like an eagle up the chain. Weber was originally going to be Daniel's last name, Karate Kid, before Ralph Macchio was hired and changed to LaRusso.
Really?
A scene where Johnny blindfolded Daniel and made him chug a gross-looking pre-training smoothie during the training montage was deleted. It was meant to be vodka and eggs mix, but spiraled into whatever the prop master made. Ralph Macchio filmed the scene, but it was ultimately deleted. He explained the unique taste, saying it was like if Johnny Lawrence grabbed everything in his fridge. Beginning to sink up the freaking ham.
Ugh.
Whether it was expired or not, maybe threw in some protein that he heard about and put it in the blender that was probably still rusty and mildewy.
Ugh.
Poor Daniel. Where'd you see this at, Rocky, when he chugged the egg? Kenny arrived at Balboa Park in his cosplay outfit. Anthony and his friends emerged as they mock and laugh at Kenny. It turned out that Kenny was catfished by Anthony. No, you don't say. They record the entire incident. Kenny doesn't want them to post it and lunges for Anthony's phone, knocking it to the ground. The impact breaks the phone. Thompson urges Anthony to use his karate move. I feel like Anthony didn't want him to do it at all. Like, as soon as his phone knocked down and broke, and he's all like, "Oh, you broke my phone." Not like his dad can't buy him a new one.
Right?
He had all this other stuff from past seasons, like, but he's for himself.
Right. What didn't he say? What was it? Siri add something PSP or whatever it was to
another PlayStation from the thing. Like, it's not like he can't do that himself, but figured like, oh, his bully friends are poor as hell. It's like, oh hell no, he broke your shit. You should beat his ass for doing that. Dude, I can get a new one. Y'all told him, like, LaRusso's your dad. What are you doing? Like, knock him out. Yeah, he has money.
He needs a new group of friends. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Kenny admits he didn't mean to break the phone. Yeah, Kenny admits he didn't mean to break the phone. The kids surround Kenny and one restrains him while the others hit him. They urge Anthony to use his Miyagi-Do move, calling him Lapusa when he doesn't. As Anthony readies himself, Kenny breaks free and runs off. He hops the fence and loses the boys in the street, ultimately hiding in a recycling bin to avoid their attack. When he run off, did it remind you of Karate Kid?
Yep. Yeah. When they all went after Daniel and Mr. Miyagi jumped in and saved him. Yep.
But this time Kenny escaped.
Got away. Yeah, I know. I was like, my anxiety was like, oh my god, because who's going to come save him? Mr. Miyagi's not around. Daniel's not around. Like, who's going to come save him? So thankfully he got over the fence. And I was also disappointed they didn't show the flashback.
Oh, yeah. But
they should have the flashback. I feel like they should have.
They should. They showed everything, but they don't show this.
I know. Like, so this is where we should write an episode.
Johnny takes Daniel to a hockey game to watch other men beat the hell out of each other. But wait, the training isn't over yet, which concerns Daniel. Johnny wants Daniel to show his toughness like the players. The only rule is intimidation, which is why striking first is important. Two players are checking the divider, making both men jump. Daniel points out the penalty of fearing, so Johnny shouts out to the ref. What ref listens to people? What? He did that? The referee penalizes the player and puts them in the penalty box, which is only a few feet from Daniel and Johnny. The player hurls insults at them, but Daniel does his best to de-escalate the situation despite Johnny repeatedly provoking the player. Like, seriously, like, he told him everything that happened. He's like, oh, I didn't see it, but if he says so.
Yeah.
It must be true. You go penalty box. After the game, Daniel admits to having fun, as not even Daniel can ruin hockey for him. Johnny points out that the team won because they beat the crap out of the other team, not because they were on defense.
Oh, I love Johnny.
Daniel has better understanding of ego fact, but doesn't plan to change his stripes. Johnny just wants some respect for his teaching, so Daniel likens the respect to a madman with a nuke. I get that. felt. Johnny accepts that now the hockey team approaches Daniel and their anger is evident. They bring up Daniel's challenge that he can kick their ass any day, though Daniel explains that Johnny said it, not him. He goes to point to Johnny, who is gone. One player recognizes Daniel from his business and karate commercials, even in mentioning how Amanda runs the dealership. Daniel warns the player that Amanda, who they call hot, is his wife. They then catcall her and make lewd comments and annoying Daniel. I mean, take a test run with her. What did she say? Shotgun? And then I'll be in the back seat? What? What are you doing in the back seat? I get the shotgun, but the dumb guy that said, I'll be in the back seat. So you're just gonna sit there and watch? You're dumb. Go away. Anyway, yeah, it angered him. I would have done the same thing, actually. Angered, he punches the hockey player and he launches into a takedown of each member of the team, incorporating his Eagle Fang training. So, he disarmed one member to steal a hockey stick and uses it to defend himself. Once the team is down, Daniel circles the aftermath. He just basically took down a whole hockey team.
By himself, because Johnny was going to get a pretzel.
By himself. He basically took down a whole
Yes, he
hockey
did.
team because they disrespected his wife. How dare you disrespect my wife? I'm taking it down. I mean, this hockey team sucks. Johnny appears with a pretzel, applauding his badass way of asserting dominance. Daniel questions where Johnny went. Johnny merely smirks and says, "Not be here." Not be there.
I love that part.
Shit, I'm out. I wasn't there. Too bad. Then walks out of the building while seating Daniel is left unstopped. I love when he does that. So here's the thing with Tory. Amanda talks business with Anush and LaRusso auto group. Tory arrived, angry over the shopping bag left outside her family's apartment, as she doesn't need Amanda's sympathy. Anush tries to calm Tory, but is only threatened, so he leaves the situation. Tory promises this will be all over soon when she humiliates Sam at the All Valley. She thanks Amanda for lighting a fire under her, as she really needed that. Anush wonders if they should call the police, but Amanda refuses. She also doesn't want Daniel to know about the incident. Tory performed well when she's lit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like when everything is like against her. Like whoever hasn't watched season 6, close your ears. give me 15 seconds, and then you can like skip 15 seconds right now. Her mom dying and possibly could have fought Sam and won. Like had they let it.
Could have.
Like I feel like she could have done it.
Sam?
Yeah.
Did you just
Like if they ended up fighting, she could have done it.
Oh.
She could have beat her. Like she performed well when she's like under the pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
But other than that, like everything else, like I'm gonna use my dime toward Freddy Krueger stuff and cheat. Like she didn't know other people were cheating for her.
I feel that's probably in a lot of us though. Like she takes her whatever, her pain, her anger, all that, and it fuels her fire, basically. Her emotions. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. She does that. Okay, spoiler over. Later, Kenny talks about how miserable things have been at school lately. He explains that everyone laughs at him over the video Anthony posted. He's also chased and beat up every day and doesn't know how to keep going as he doesn't feel safe. On the way home, LaRusso and his friends throw milk on Kenny while riding the bus. Kenny explains that one of his bullies knows karate. Reveal Sean Payne. Sean, who is his older brother, laughs at the karate statement. he tells Kenny not to worry as he knows a guy who can help. I'm like, son of a bitch, he's joining Cobra Kai. And that is the last and only time you will see Sean on season 4. That little freaking reveal right there for like 5 seconds. Him laughing. It's like, I know a guy. That is the best thing to come out of this episode right here. That, oh! Because I wasn't expecting that. And then, like, how are you going to be Sean's brother and not know how to fight also?
Right?
Same with LaRusso. Anthony, like, how is your dad the karate expert and you not know how to fight, but you're this fucking big ass bully?
Exactly.
Balance. That's what I said earlier, that this whole episode was about balance.
Mm-hmm.
We're finding balance between Johnny and Daniel. They're using each other's moves. Anthony is the bully. Kenny is the one that's getting bullied. When, like, their kinship is the exact opposite. Anthony's dad is the one that gets bullied. Kenny's brother is the one that does the bullying. Even Major Payne. Major Payne is a fucking bully. You know damn well he is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
No,
This is
no.
the first. Yeah, I think that was it, right? That's it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the big reveal, and then the show goes to black. This is the first episode not to feature series regulars Chola Maridueña, Vanessa Rubio, and Thomas Ian Griffith. I think he was filming Blue Beetle at the time. Like, he's either this part or at the very end of the season is why you don't see him until like when he shows up in Mexico. But he was like, he wasn't in certain episodes because he was doing other stuff. It also is the first episode not to feature any Miyagi-Do or Eagle Fang students, as it was an Anthony-based episode. And Kenny.
Yeah. Anthony and Kenny, yeah.
The second time Sam and Dimitri are absent in the second episode of the season. Though she doesn't appear, her brother Anthony does with his biggest role yet, making this the first episode where the latter appears without his sister.
I just realized that. Yeah, Sam wasn't in the episode either.
And Sam is usually everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
First time Eli is absent in the second episode of a series as a season as a series regular. And with Miguel having his first absence in this episode, Daniel and Johnny are now the only two characters that have appeared in every episode. Okay. Badass moment. What'd you think?
If I had to pick one, because the only one I am going to say is when Daniel
That's the karate and the hockey
obviously
players.
took out the whole hockey team on his own. So, yeah, that was definitely my favorite badass scene. I think that was the only badass scene, to be honest, in the whole episode. But what was yours?
Yeah, that one. The montages. I love the entire. Both of them had montage. Was Daniel teaching Johnny Miyagi-Do? There was a montage in that, but Daniel telling him, motivational speeches, telling him a story about the fisherman. Did you tell the fisherman story, or was it something else?
Yep.
And then vice versa, when Johnny is doing the whole montage, but Daniel teaching him Eagle Fang, but Johnny telling him, like offensively telling him motivational. It's like, do it! Shut up! Hit harder! You're such a pussy. Like, be a badass! Don't do that! So that was part of it, and then the hockey players, Daniel beating up a hockey team because they offended his wife. Because he offended his wife.
Yeah.
And that was a badass moment. Final thought. What did I think of this?
Johnny just casually walks. I said I love how Johnny just casually walks in with the pretzel. Like, I knew, like he was like, I knew this was going to happen. I knew Daniel had this. Yeah.
Yeah. What if he didn't have this though?
He knew.
Like he just went to go get some stuff. Like, oh, okay.
Well,
like I was expecting as soon as that's over, Johnny comes back. It's like, hey, thanks for doing it, and pays them each.
I mean, I really honestly thought Johnny was going to come in and help. I thought for sure he was going to come kick their asses with Daniel. I wasn't expecting him to leave him high and dry, but I think that was his lesson.
Yeah.
He did that.
What do you think of the episode?
I like the episode. It's a great episode. I love, like you said, the flashbacks. I love those. I always love those. I love the fact that they're teaching each other their methods. Yeah, I feel like it gets better in this season early on. We don't have to wait till season 5 for something. You know what I mean? I think it's getting better.
Yeah, two episodes in like first 2 episodes in the season that does really good.
Right. Yes.
And I love how they did like a whole backstory to Kenny and Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, we're gonna pause on the whole everybody else's story here. We're gonna tell you these two, how Anthony's such an asshole, and still after all these years, because he was such an asshole to his dad, now he's such an asshole to this other kid. And then Kenny, who we find out is what's his face brother, and Sean, and I'm just like, that is awesome right there. And I'm like thinking, like, who's he talking to? Is he talking to his dad?
I thought maybe he was talking to Kreese for a second.
Oh, well, yeah, true. I'm like, no, like, I don't think he knows anybody.
But then I would have
thought he was talking.
How does he even know Kreese? But like, that was my first thought. I was like, oh god, it's gonna be Kreese again. That's when I first saw it. That's what I thought.
Like, I thought it was his dad, because he's telling his dad, like, yeah, so this and this and this, I'm doing good, man. Like, yeah, thanks, Dad. Very cool. And then he finally tells him again, like, yeah, this fucking shit is crazy, man. Come help. And then, like, they know karate, and then you see Sean's face laughing. I might know a guy. Like, yes, sir. I know who can help you. I got this. We got this. And then later on in season 6, like, you don't have this. Fuck. You don't have this. Like, we can't do this anymore, man. But I love how he shows up here in this for like at least 10 seconds.
Yeah, me too. For sure.
So yeah, the balance between all of them, I love that. That was my final thought of the episode. I really enjoyed it. I might say, like, these are my 2 favorite episodes so far this season. Because we learned a lot.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. The second one is, or this one is definitely top for me so far. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Who made you change your name? Why? Cakes and More by Sabrina? It's crazy. That's crazy. Are we good? Are we done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just your outro.
Yeah. Alright, if you feel you want to do more to support the M3P Network and the podcast, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, the threads at M3P Network. You know what? Don't follow us on Twitter. I'm about to uninstall Twitter in a few. What's that butterfly place? I forgot what it's called. Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. What? evilthepodgeek.bsky.social.
Yeah,
I don't know. We need
signed up
we
on
need
there.
we need a better thing for that. But check us out on Blue Sky. We're on Blue Sky. We're trying to like build up on Blue Sky. Like nobody wants to be on Twitter anymore because Mr. Tusk has ruined it. His name runs with Tusk. Check us out on YouTube if you want to watch us. The socials will be in the link tree. Follow and join the lives on TikTok at Evolution of the Geek by subscribing, or join us, show up in the live stream, hang out with us, with the rest of the M3P community. They've been here, they've been hanging out, they've been liking, they've been enjoying with us. There's Mikey again. Hang out with us. I will shout you out at the end of the episode, just like Menace, Smiling, Brandy, Haunted Dahlia, Stabby Tabby, Mama Cat 1989, Micro, Cat, Orfield, Mike W, Elle Does What She Wants, Leanna, Forever Miss Dawn, Cakes and More by Sabrina, Rogue, Danny Ken, not gonna say her new name. Alexandria, Silly Little Redhead, Sky the Panther, 84. Misty K, Feeling Free, Jessa, KD Gonger, 1985. Pinky's Pretty Sings, Jesse McTikTok. Vegas Moods, Brooklyn Girl, 1380. Can't wait to have her on the podcast. She's freaking amazing. She killed it on the other podcast that she was on a few nights ago. Yeah, a few nights ago. They were talking about Agatha. So check that out. Carpe Diem, You're is Jeff, Wheezy Breezy, Jay Dean, Flocks and Locks, Kristen with the Curls, Miss LB, Vanessa Not for the Week, Just Eve, Miss Reese's Pieces, how'd you get those lovely eyes? I had to sing. Haley McConnell, MP Blackcoat, Crimson, Cindy's 1994, Hey Y'all, that's the name. Spicy Cajun Queen, El Chapo Guapo, Your Bestie Joe, The Midnight Girlie 88, Sandra Woodbury, Spicy Cajun Queen, I Love Dogs 2025, Rachel Teehee, Ashley J 94, Erica MS Warrior, Damaged Plant, Tortillas Quemadas, Bifana 3, Liz R 777, Mikey on Mute, F This Pod with Ash, I Challenge You 2024, Crazy Beautiful Life, Running with the Wolves 20, The Peter Johnson, Lorefield Fam, Home Hope Saint, and over on YouTube, Lone Dog 80. I have him set up in a link. Check out his YouTube channel. He's the guy that did our new logo. It's amazing. It's awesome. I love it. Don't you just love it?
I do. It is. It's awesome.
He's our new logo guy. Just in case we need a new logo. If y'all need a new logo, check out Lone Dog 80. He's also on here. Check out Lone Dog 80. Check out if you're watching on YouTube, check out the logo. That's the one that we're using. We might get new logos pretty soon. Who knows? Shenrod, my boy Shenrod. Skylar'sCrystalShop.etsy.com. Go to that site for self-healing crystals, and you will get free gifts with every order. Woo! Thank you for stopping in. Check that out. Thank you for supporting, listening to the podcast, join the TikTok Live, and being a huge part of my third place community. Tell your friends. Join us next time for more behind-the-scenes stories, movies, and TV show reviews. I'm Evo.
I'm Brandy.
And remember,
strike first, strike hard.
No mercy. Hey, what's up, Mikey?
You were waiting for that, weren't you?
Bye.
Oh my god.
Because you know it's going to be at the very end of the episode.